Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing today? Happy Saturday to all of you. If it's your Saturday, hope everyone's having a great day today. Today, we have a great lesson today. We are going to be focusing on you and your speaking. All right, so today is a speaking lesson. That's all we're going to focus on today. Oh, I got an echo here. There we go. Let's fix that. Okay, so so today's a speaking lesson. That's all we're going to focus on. It's kind of an advanced, intermediate to advanced speaking. We are not going to be going over any grammar today. We have done a lesson like this before with requests. Today, we're going to focus on permission. Permission. Now, if you're not sure what permission means, permission is when you want to ask if it's okay to do something. So that means you want to do something, but you don't know if it's okay. So you have to ask. You have to ask for permission. That means you need to make a can I question, right? So today we're going to be focusing on can I, or could I, or may I, or would you mind if I? So these are all the different types of questions we're going to make. Now, I have done a permission lesson in the past. I've done a live video as well. And if you want to go over all of the grammar, and if you want to learn and do some exercises and slowly practice this, then please go and watch that live lesson. I will link it into the description so you can watch that full lesson on permission. Today, though, we are only going to be focusing on speaking. We're not going to go over grammar. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I am going to give you a situation. After you listen or read the situation, you're going to make a can I question. Okay, it's very simple. All right, so let's just get some hellos here. Smile, hello, good morning. How are you today? How are you today? How are you having a good Saturday? Thank you for joining. All right, so I'm going to put the lesson on the screen, and I'll show you what we're going to do, and then we'll just get started. We'll jump right into it. Okay, so let's put the lesson up here. And there we go. It should be coming up. All right, so as you can see, I did include the grammar right here, but we're not going to go over it. Okay, so as I said, you can make a sentence using can I, could I, may I, am I allowed to, do you mind if I, would you mind if I? All right, but we're going to go straight into the situations. So if we just look at the instructions, it says, please read the situation and make a permission question. All right, and the easiest one is just to make a sentence using can I. Now, we have a lot of situations here, so there's a lot of chance for you to practice. Now, make sure you are practicing. That means leave your answers in the comment section. If it's too difficult for you to type, it's too difficult for you to leave your answer in the comment section, just make sure you're speaking at your screen. Even if somebody else has answered, just read their answer and speak it out loud. It's a great way for you to improve your fluency. And that's the goal, right? We all want to speak English better. So this is your chance to practice that. All right, so let's look at the very first situation. The first situation says, you are at a library and you want to sit down. Right? You're at a library and you want to sit down. There is an empty chair next to a stranger. All right, so that means you're in the library. There's probably a lot of people in the library, and there is one empty chair, but there is somebody sitting next to that chair. What will you ask the stranger? All right, so this is what the goal is. So here's the situation. Now, what you have to do is make a question, a can I, could I, may I question. So, for example, myself, if I am in the library in this situation, I might ask the stranger, may I sit here? May I sit here? All right, very, very simple question. Now, you don't have to make a really difficult and complicated question. Simple is completely fine. In fact, simple is probably the best. It's very direct. It's very easy for the listener to understand as well. Okay. Of course, there are other options. You know, if you wanted to say, you know, I could say, can I use this chair? Would you mind if I sat down? Okay, so there's many, many options. There's not only one answer. So now that's a good point. If you have a different answer than me or a different answer than somebody else, don't think you're wrong. There are many, many different answers. So just leave your answer in the comment section and I'll check it. All right, so let's go to number 2. Number 2, you are at your friend's house and you need to, I forgot the word to here. This should be need to, and need to hand in a report at school. Your report is on your computer though. Okay, so one more time. You're at your friend's house and you need to hand in a report at school. So hand in. This means you need to submit. You need to submit. Okay, so hand in equals to submit. All right, so you need to submit your report, hand in your report at school. Okay, the problem is your report is on your computer. Your report is on your computer. You can't give your computer to the teacher. So what will you ask your friend? What will you ask your friend? So for me, in this situation, I will ask, can I use your printer? Okay. Or I might say, could I print something out? Could I print something out? Okay, again, many different options here. Can I use your printer? Could I print something out? Okay, so if you do have a different answer, make sure you leave it in the comment section and I will definitely check it. Okay, so let's keep moving. Let's keep moving here. Number 3. And I'll leave number 2 on the screen. That way you can see it. If people are running behind, you can still see the answers. So number 3, let me make sure everybody can see number 3. That is very good. Good morning, Paramesh. Wow, you're up early today. You're up early today. That's great. How are you this morning, Paramesh? All right, number 3. What does number 3 say? Number 3 says you're at a restaurant and you're interested in trying something from your friend's plate. Now, I think this is really common. This happens to me a lot. So I go to a restaurant, I order some food, my friend orders some food, and my friend's food, oh, that looks good. That looks really good. And, I want to try it. I want to try some of his food. But I can't just take the food. I have to ask. So what will I ask? Smile, you're on your way to work. Wow, you have to work today. It's a Saturday. Good luck at work, Smile. All right, so for number 3, what is the situation? What are we going to say for situation number 3? You're at a restaurant with your friend, and you're interested in trying something from your friend's plate. All right, Paramesh, can I try you got recipe here. So in this one here, because the dish is already made, the food's made, we're not going to say recipe. Can I try is perfect, Paramesh. Can I try? I would just say food. Can I try maybe some of your food? Can I try some of your food? Perfect, Paramesh. Excellent. Can I try some of your food? Now, a lot of times, of course, in English, or in any language, we use a lot of body language. And we use maybe a lot of pointing and eyes. Our eyes are looking at something. So I could say, can I try some of that? Can I try some of that? Okay. If you wanted to use a different verb, you could say, can I taste some of that? Can I taste some of that? Now, if we wanted to speak like very casually, very, very casually, almost using a little bit of slang, then we might change the verb to make it seem a little interesting. I might say something like, can I, and then let's say my friend has French fries. I want to eat some of the French fries. So I might say, can I steal some of your fries? Okay. So I've got, can I steal? I don't say French fries. I just say fries, but steal. Steal is a bad word. Steal is taking something that doesn't belong to you without paying. Now, in this situation, steal, we're not using steal as the negative meaning. We're using steal to mean, can I have? So it's a very fun way to ask, can I have? You only use this with your friends. You would never use this with a stranger. You would never use it at work, only with your friends. Hey, can I steal some of your fries? HS, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? All right, let's look at situation number 4. All right, you're in a meeting and you realize you have another meeting that you must attend in 5 minutes. All right, so you are in a meeting right now. That means currently you're in a meeting. But you just remember, oh no, I have another meeting in 5 minutes. So what will you ask maybe the meeting chairperson in the meeting you are in right now? All right, so what do we have here? Nice. I like this, HS. So the previous one, can I try a bite? Yeah, can I try a bite? I like, that's a great one. And I might even say, can I have a bite? Can I have a bite as well? I like that. That's a great answer. Okay, so we've got, can I try or can I have a bite? I'll try to squeeze that up here. There we go. It fits. Can I have a bite? Can I try a bite? Excellent, HS. All right, but now let's look at situation number 4. Situation number 4. So you're in a meeting and you realize that you have another meeting that you have to attend, and that the other meeting starts in 5 minutes. Okay, so in 5 minutes, that's also something you guys, everybody should remember. In 5 minutes, where it means we're talking about 5 minutes into the future. Okay, 5 minutes into the future. All right, Paramesh, could you please allow me to attend another meeting? Perfect. Great question, Paramesh. No corrections at all. It's very formal. It's a very polite, very formal question. But yes, good answer. Could you allow me to attend another meeting? Excellent. All right, so let's put your answer on the screen, Paramesh. All right, so could you allow me to attend another meeting? Smile. Okay, perfect. Would you mind if I left for another meeting? Perfect. I'm glad you used this one. Would you mind? And I remember I said we're not really going to focus on grammar today, but I do have to say, when you use would you mind, right? So we've got would you mind if I, okay, if you notice the verb right here, the verb is past tense, right? Whenever you have a question saying would you mind if, the verb must be in the past tense. Now, don't stress about this too much. In conversation, if you're in America and you don't put it in the past tense, if you say, would you mind if I leave for another meeting? It's completely fine. No one will notice. No one will care. But if you're taking a test, IELTS test, TOEFL test, TOEIC test, CEFR test, any of those grammar tests, then yeah, you have to put it into the past tense. Fusa, good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. How are you today? Now, another one we could do, I'm going to sort of have a very similar answer as the two on the screen. So this is very similar to Smile and Paramesh. I'm just going to give as much information. I might just say, and I'm going to use do you mind? Okay. Do you mind if I leave early? Do you mind if I leave early? Can I leave early? Right. I don't give the reason why I need to leave early. I don't say to attend another meeting. Maybe I don't want the person to know why. I just want to say I need to leave. So this is also a possibility. And if you notice here, now Would you mind? It goes past tense, right? But do you mind? We keep it in the regular tense. We don't change it with do you mind. It's only with would. Okay, so that's something you should try to remember. A lot of times when we use the verb would, you know, my verb is going to be in past tense. Okay, good job, good job, good job. Let's move on. Let's move on to number 5. All right, you're at number 5 here. It says you're at a neighbor's house and you need internet access. Okay, this is, I think, very, very common. You know, sometimes we go to people's houses, friends, new friends, colleagues, right? Everybody's got their phones with them, their smartphones, your iPads, your tablets, you know, your computers. But when you're at a friend's house, a new friend's house, you cannot access the internet, right? Because it's the first time to be at that person's house. So what will you ask them? This is a really common question. This is one of my favorite drinks. I don't know, it's like a lemon and cherry supplement drink. It's supposed to give me lots of vitamins. All right, so what will you ask in this situation? You're at your neighbor's house. Okay, this kid. We can change the neighbor to new friend's house, and you need internet access. All right, especially if you're using your phone, you know, you don't want to go over your data package limit. So what will you ask? And remember, the questions today, you have to be using can I or could I. We don't want to be saying you. We don't want to say can you, could you. We're going to be focusing on I questions. So here are 3 sort of examples: can I, could I, may I. And of course, we've already seen would you mind if I, do you mind if I. So for me, you're at a neighbor's house, you need internet access. I think for me, the question I would make in this situation, and I make this question a lot, is can I have your Wi-Fi password? Can I have your Wi-Fi password? Right, that's probably the most common question. Can I have your Wi-Fi password? All right, so I'm going to keep number 5 on the screen, and we can see number 6 just below that. If anybody has a different answer for number 5, just leave it in the comments, and I'll check it. In the meantime, we can also move on to number 6. Number 6 is a little bit easier. You're at a coworker's desk, and you see a stapler that you need. Smile. Is it possible to use your Wi-Fi? Perfect. I love it. Is it possible to use your Wi-Fi? Excellent. All right. Is it possible to use your Wi-Fi? Excellent. Paramesh, can I get your Wi-Fi password? Perfect. Perfect. I like the verb that you use. Can I get? Perfect. Can I get your Wi-Fi password? Perfect. Well, Paramesh. Excellent. All right. Now, number 6. You're at your coworker's desk. You see a stapler that you need. All right. So what will we ask here? What will you ask your coworker? My answer for this, very, very simple one. I think probably most people will have the same answer. I'm going to just use can I. It's a coworker. I'll use the most common way to ask permission. Can I use your stapler? Can I use your stapler? Right now, if you want to make this more polite, you could say could I or may I, but also we could use the word please. Now, if you've watched any of my other lessons, live lessons, where we go over more grammar, we know please can go into 2 spots in any question. We can put it at the very end. The very end is the easiest. We just end the sentence, end the question with please. Can I use your stapler, please? Okay. Or if you wanted, you can put it before the main verb. Can I please use your stapler? All right, so there's 2 positions that are possible. Can I please use your stapler, or can I use your stapler, please? Okay, I'm going to keep number 6 on the screens. If you want to give me your answers, that's fine. All right, number 7, situation number 7. You are in a classroom, and it's getting warm. It's getting warm. You're in a classroom, and it's getting warm. What will you ask here? Maybe you ask your teacher. What will you ask? You're in the classroom, and it is getting warm. All right, so we got a couple answers for number 6. Parrish, can you send your son? Not send. Can you give me? Can you pass me? Would be okay. Can you pass me your stapler? Can you lend me? Oh, I think maybe it's a typo. Maybe you wanted to say Paramesh lend. Can you lend me your stapler? Can you lend me your stapler? Smile, can I ask you where a stapler is? Okay, can I ask you where that grammatically that's a good question. Smile, can I ask you where the stapler is, or a stapler is? In this situation, though, if we look at the situation, it says you see a stapler that you need. Right, so you see the stapler. But it's not your stapler. It's your coworker's desk. That means it's coworker's stapler. So can I please use your stapler? If you wanted to say, can I borrow your stapler. That would also work. All right, so number seven. So remember, you're in the classroom and it's getting warm. Oh, it's getting warm. What will you ask? Nice smile. Nice. Good. It's very nice to talk with you. Smile. Thank you. So number seven, you're in a classroom. It's getting warm. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. How does that look? Yeah, I think that's a little bit bigger. All right, so you're in a classroom, it's getting warm. My answer for this, there are a few answers here. Smile, I gotta go. Have a nice day. Thank you, Smile. You have a great day as well. Thanks for joining. HS, your answer here is, could I turn on the AC? Could I turn on the AC? Perfect. Perfect. Could I turn on the AC? Great answer, HS. Another option here, if let's say the classroom, there's no AC. There's no air conditioner in the classroom. What's the next option? If there's no AC, what's the next option? So Paramesh, could you please look at once AC? Could you please look at once AC? So I think Paramesh here, the best answer for this situation, you're also using air conditioner. So yeah, could you turn on the air conditioner? Could you turn down the air conditioner? We could also say turn down. Turn down means make the temperature lower. Make the temperature lower. So could you turn down the AC? Okay, and that's not going to be, or maybe it's I. Could I turn down the AC? Could I turn down the AC? That basically means the current temperature is, let's say, 27, and you want to make it lower. Maybe you want to make it 24. So can I turn down the AC? HS, can I open the window? Perfect. Paramesh, could you please turn on the fan? Okay, or if it's you want to do it, can I turn on the fan? Can I turn on the fan? Okay, can I please turn on the fan? Excellent. I like that you added please. All right, perfect. Good job. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. And I got to make this a little bit smaller so it fits. All right, so number 8 is right in the middle of your screen. You're at a cafe and need to charge your laptop. You're at a cafe and you need to charge your laptop. What will you ask in this situation? And I'll give you a little bit more information for this. Maybe there's not enough information. So you're at a cafe, you need to charge your laptop. So you have your laptop with you. Now, unfortunately, in front of you or where you're sitting, there's nothing, there's no options there. For the person next to you, there is something there to help you. All right. The person who's sitting next to you, maybe it's a bench style seat, a bar style seat. So what will you ask the person who's sitting next to you? For me, whenever I talk to a stranger, this is someone I don't know, I usually ask in a more polite way. So I will use, do you mind if I, would you mind if I? Generally, when I speak to a stranger, I'm trying to be a little bit more polite. All right, so Paramesh, can I get my laptop charging? Okay, I understand what you were saying in this. So if you said this to me in the States or in Canada, I would understand. But we do need to change it a little bit. It is a little confusing because can I get means I want something. I want to receive something. But this one, I want to do something. I don't want to receive something. I want to do something. So for me, maybe I would say, do you mind if I use this outlet? Do you mind if I use this outlet? So I'm also pointing. So I'm saying to the person, excuse me, do you mind if I use this outlet? Right? That means I want to plug my computer in to the outlet that is in front of another person. So do you mind if I use this outlet? Okay. If you want it to be, same type of sentence, do you mind if I can say that. Do you mind if I plugged, or not plugged, sorry. Do you mind if I plug? Do you mind if I plug my computer in? Okay. Do you mind if I plug my computer in? Pramesh, do you mind if I try to charge my laptop? Okay, here, you don't need to say try. Do you mind if I charge my laptop? That I like. Do you mind if I charge my laptop? You don't need to say try. Try is when you're doing something that might not be successful. But in this, plugging something in, it's a very easy task. So we don't really need to say try here, right? So let me see what you wrote there. I'm going to put it on screen. Okay, so do you mind if I charge my laptop? All right, so do you mind if I charge my laptop? Perfect. I like it, Paramesh. Nice. Okay, so number 9. Number 9 says you're at a hotel and you want to stay in your room beyond the normal checkout time. Okay, so you're at a hotel and you want to stay in your room beyond the normal checkout time. All right, usually not most, every hotel has a decided checkout time. But you want to stay past that. Maybe you want to stay an extra hour. All right, so what would you ask the hotel front desk? Now, hint for this one, especially Paramesh, hint for you. This one, you do want to receive something. You do want to receive something. Well, I'll put my answer down here as well. All right, so you're at a hotel. You want to stay in your room beyond the normal checkout time. So I'm going to use could I. And again, let's say you're staying with your friend, your family, you're staying with someone. Then we would just change that to could we. Okay, so let's use we here. All right. And my answer for this is, could we get a late checkout? Could we get a late checkout? All right. So if you ever want to stay at a hotel past the checkout time, this is the question. Could we get a late checkout? Now, let's say the opposite here. Let's say that you're going to a hotel, right? And usually, of course, there's always a decided check-in time, right? A check-in time and checkout time, it's always decided by the hotel. It's a specific time. Now, I'm coming to that hotel at an earlier time than the check-in time. So very similar question. And I'll use, again, would, could we get an early check-in? Okay, could we get an early check-in? Okay. As well, if you wanted to change the order, that would also work here. If you wanted to say, could we check in early? Here, check in would be the verb. So that would work for the above one as well. Could we get a late checkout? Could we check out late? Okay, so that will work. So you just want to say late and early for check-in and checkout times. Okay, so let's move to situation number 10. Now, also, anybody watching this on the replay, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you're putting your answers in the comment section, and I will check all of your answers, and I will respond. So it's a great way to practice your speaking, your writing, your fluency by participating. Number 10, you are at a friend's house and you want to play some music. You're at a friend's house and you want to play some music. What will you ask your friend? What will you ask here? Now, there can be many, many answers here. You can say, can I turn on the stereo? Okay, that's a standard answer, but honestly, I think stereo is probably something that's a little bit old now. I think a lot of people don't really have stereos anymore because most people are listening to their music on digital devices. So instead of stereo, I can just say, can I turn on some music? Can I turn on some music? Can I turn on Spotify? Can we listen to some music? Can you play some music? No the, Parmesh. No the. Can you play some music? Okay, good. Try to make one with can I as well. So, can I play some music? So I like that. I like that you use play. That's also a really good verb. All right, situation number 11. You're in a store and you want to see if a jacket fits. You're in a store, you want to see if a jacket fits, or you want to see if some pants fit. You want to see if a shirt fits. You're not going to buy something without knowing if it fits. So what will you ask the staff, the store clerk? HS, Can I try this jacket on? Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Can I try this jacket on? Perfect, HS. Pretty much, I think your answer is not completed yet. So I'll give you some time to complete that. And try to use can I, Parmesh. And while everybody's looking at number 11 or trying to answer number 11, let's look at number 12. Number 12 says you're visiting someone's office and you need to make an urgent phone call. You're visiting someone's office and you need to make an urgent means it's an emergency. It's very important. You need to make an urgent phone call. Okay, so Paramesh, for number 11, can you show me the trail room? Okay, not trail room. So you're going to say, can you show me to? Can you show me to the? Can you show me to the? And it's not the room where you try clothes on. The room where you try clothes on. That is called a fitting room. A fitting room. So whenever you go into a clothing store and you want to try something on, you try it on in a special room. That room is called a fitting room. So yeah, can you show me to the fitting room? Can you show me to the fitting room? Number 12, you're visiting someone's office and you need to make an urgent phone call. For me, my answer here, very simple one, is going to be, can I use your phone? Can I use your phone? All right, so I'll leave number 12 on the screen. Let's look at number 13. You're at a friend's house and you need to find a restroom. You're at a friend's house and you need to find a restroom. Excuse me. All right, so you're at a friend's house, you need to find a restroom. Make sure, let's try to make sure our answers are using can I, could I, may I. So in situation number 13, what question will you make? Okay, you're at your friend's house, you really need the restroom. So for this, and this happens, whenever we go anywhere, at times going to have to use a restroom. So can I use your bathroom? Can I use your bathroom? So if you're in the US and you're at somebody's house, you will say bathroom. If you're in a public place, like a restaurant, you could say restroom. But somebody's house, we would often say bathroom. Now, if you're in Canada, it's different. We don't say bath. If you said bathroom, it's fine. Everybody will understand that. But I think most Canadians will say, "Can I use your washroom? Can I use your washroom?" So bathroom, American English; washroom, Canadian English. Restroom is more we would use in public places. Now, if you're in the UK, you could say like toilet. Can I use your toilet? Can I use your lavatory? US and Canada, we would never say toilet. Never. That is, if you said, "Can I use your toilet?" in the US or in Canada, it would be surprising. We don't really like to use that word. I think we don't want that image in our head. So in the US and Canada, use bathroom. Bathroom in the US, washroom in Canada. All right, number 14. We're going to do a few more, and then we'll call it a lesson. We'll do a few more, then I'll call it a lesson. Pretty much no problem, yeah. No problem. Good luck with work. Good luck with work. So situation number 14. You're at a party, and pretty much we're almost done as well, so it's good timing. You can always come back and watch the end of the lesson. I will give one for homework today. Situation number 4, you're at a party and you like the decorations. All right, so you're at a party and you like the decorations. What will you ask here? Can I, could I, may I? You're welcome, Parmesh. Have a great weekend. So number 14, you're at a party, you like the decorations. For me, my answer, there's going to be a few answers here. One is you could just maybe want a picture. Can I take a picture of these decorations? Okay. Maybe you want some of them. Can I have some of the decorations when I leave? Can I have some of the decorations when I leave? All right, so there's many, many possible answers. So let's look. Let's try to do one for homework here. Okay, so number 17 and number 18 we will do for homework. Number 17 says, and somebody's visiting my house. You're at the park and there are some ducks in the pond. You have some bread and want to give some to the ducks, but you don't know if it's allowed. All right, so you're at the park and there's some ducks at the pond. You want to give some bread to them, but you don't know if it's allowed. Well, what will you ask a security officer? Number 18 says you're at a friend's house and the TV is on a channel that you don't like. Right, so the TV's on a channel you don't like. The program is something you don't like. Both situations, I want you to make a can I or could I or may I question. So remember, this is for a homework. Homework is number 17 and 18. So please make a question, put it in the comment section, and I will check your answers. All right, so number 17 and 18. Make sure you challenge it, try it, answer the questions, make a permission, put it in the comment section, and I'll check. Also, if there are any questions that you have about any of the other situations that we've already done, any vocabulary questions, please leave me a question in the comment section. Leave me a comment. If you have any lesson requests for these live lessons or a video request, let me know. I will always take your requests and I will do my best to make that lesson quickly. All right, so I think this is a good place to end today's live lesson. The next live will be on Monday next week. All right, I'll put a schedule up on my community site tomorrow. So you will see next week's live lesson schedule. But the next lesson will be on Monday. All right, I believe that is, if I just look at the calendar, that will be June 3rd. June 3rd will be the next live lesson. It will be in the evening at about 11:30 or 11:15, I believe. So, but just check out my community site. You will see that. If you're new to the channel, if you're watching this on the replay, if you like the live lesson, I do them every week. So please join me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. All right, guys. Until the next video or until the next live lesson, thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson. See ya.